Hello everybody and welcome back to the Among Us in Survival project here on Hermitcraft. Today I have so much to show you guys today, so much to show you, starting with the Corrales update. If you guys have seen Corrales this episode, you have seen what he has done. It is mind-blowing. If you have not seen it, get ready. Because Corrales has come in here and essentially finished off the entire outdoor area of the Among Us map, all right? Let's take a little tour. So this is the Nether Outbreak. I've done this one, okay? This one is basically done, minus a couple little extra decorations, and I gotta fix the lighting or something like that. I'm not sure how to do that. We have the mines. Those are done, basically. We're gonna be working in there today, adding a new task, which is gonna be super cool. And then we have now the path, which leads down into the forest. This is amazing. He did such a good job on this, keeping the canopy and the walls all opaque, which was a requirement so that you can't see through, so that it feels like a solid room, but yet still making it feel like such a fun little forest. He's got little lighting hit everywhere, little line of sight blockers. I absolutely love this room. And I think we're also going to be over here today doing a little, we're doing a lot of tasks today, a lot of fun little unique tasks. This right here is a little vent, little whoop, 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 whoop. You zoop right through there and you're back over to the gatehouse. So the imposters get a little quick access to the forest, which is not easy. Exiting the forest on the other side leaves you to what Corrales calls the Yeti cave. It's an ice cave. It was originally going to be like an ice mountain, and he decided, hey, I think it'd be better if we just make it a cave. And he's absolutely right. It turned out so good in here. And this is, there's going to be more detail added. These iron blocks are not permanent. This is just me placing some blocks down. There's going to be a task here. Maybe we'll get to that today. And there's a task right here, which is kind of almost done already. I'm going to show you that in just a second. And then completing the loop out of the Yeti cave takes you to my new favorite area, the pond. I mean, do I even need to say anything about this? Look how good this looks. This area is just absolutely beautiful. He's so good. He's so good. There's going to be some tasks here, right? There's going to be like an actual task where you have to get a fishing pole and fish to get an actual like cod and bring it over to the kitchen and cook it. I think I'm going to do a task inside this hut here, like maybe something right there. I'm not sure. That might also just be another vent. Who knows? Who can say? Time will tell. And speaking of vents, there's going to be a vent right there, which I'll show you. We talked about this last time, I think. This one's going to lead right to the library. So you follow the iron blocks here. Whoop, right. That's creepy. They're looking at the creeper there. I like that. But yeah, the pond area is amazing. I think there's going to be like 3 or 4 tasks here. A high traffic area. It is a wide open area, so there's not much line of sight here. So going to be risky to kill someone here, but I think with a couple well-placed vents, it's going to make it a little bit more manageable for the imposters. Now, as far as the keep goes, I have added some walls up, but there's no detail in them. They're basically, I just lifted the walls up to start to see what it's going to feel like with line of sight and everything. I just put stone bricks everywhere. I did this on a live stream. Like I said, we're going to be adding some details, some bumps and everything. We're going to add some doors and everything, but it's starting to feel like a real map. So today I'd like to focus on tasks. We're going to do a ton of tasks in the Among Us dungeon here. The first one we're going to do is going to be a coal related task for picking up coal. We're going to work on the dungeon, which is over here. I'm beginning to scrub this one out just a little bit. We're going to add some fun tasks in here involving emptying the garbage and collecting bones. I'm hoping we get to a task here in the Nether, which is going to be right here in this space, which is going to be like a lava management issue that the players, the crewmates, not the crewmates, the crafters have to solve. That one should be fun. And then I think we're going to try and get to a snowball throwing task here in the Yeti cave, where you have to like throw snowballs at targets to like make lights turn on or something. I don't know. We'll see. But the first task I want to show you today is one that's already almost done. Zedaf and I built this one in a stream, or most of it, I should say. This is the ice boat track, racetrack, something like that. There's the entrance right here and the exit is over there. So the idea is, if you have this task, you walk in here, and when you hit this pressure plate, this glass will close, so it'll keep just one person in here at a time. You take a boat, you put it down, and you ride the ice track, okay? The idea now is you have to go under these glass things here, which obviously you can only do in a boat, or if you have an elytra, but they clearly won't have an elytra. There's a nice little viewing area here in the middle. So the track kind of goes like, it just makes a simple little loop. I'm not making it hard track. It's supposed to be, 10-20 seconds at most, assuming you're gonna spin out a little bit and stuff. You just drive over here, drive through here, and you're done. You pop out of the boat, and you put your task in this barrel. There'll be a sign and stuff like that, and that will register the task as complete. And then when you're done, you can just hit this button here and you're out. Okay, like I said though, in the middle there's gonna be like a little viewing area here. Let me head inside here. And I want to get a snowman in here, I think. And this is like his little home. We're going to give him a name. I don't know what his name's going to be. If you got a good snowman name, leave me a name in the comments. But I do have some redstone I need to hook up to this. So you'll see there's a couple of lava dispensers up in the ceiling. If I could click there. And the idea now is if those both drop out lava, this entire room here is covered with lava. And the reason for that is to break chests, because I'm pretty sure people are going to come over here, hop out of their boat, hand in their task, and just leave. And that leaves the boat behind. And that's okay. I don't want to put that on them to have to put the boat away. So we're just going to destroy the boats when they're done, because there's a couple things to keep in mind, right? Like the players, they could get summoned out of here during a meeting. Like if they're riding the boat, being all icy and everything, and someone calls a meeting, boom, they're going to be teleported out of the boat. And it could be back there. And in that case, I'm okay with it. It just means that there'll be a dead boat and no one will have to just drive around it, whatever. I'm not too worried about that. But in this case here, I want to kill the boat. So when they leave the room here, they'll go like out here, okay? I'll trigger the lava like 5 seconds later to kill the boat. And then again, if a meeting is called, I'll also trigger the lava to kill the boat in case one's here. So I think that's a fun little task. Perfect example of just kind of spicing things up. Give them a little boat race. Again, we're going to close this off so there's only one person allowed in there at a time. So an imposter cannot chase in a crafter. They could camp the exit here if they want and just pretend they're hanging out here and then wait for the person to come out. That's part of the risk of doing that task. You got to scope the area out first. All right, let's head into the mine and do a task in here with a coal pickup system. This one I'm actually really excited about. It's going to be a fun little task, and it's going to be a bit unique because it's going to have like linkage between multiple pickup stations. But the idea now is that there'll be a coal pickup station right here. I should probably finish covering this up like that. There you go. That's going to be totally enclosed. You'll notice there is a lamp all the way at the back there. So the idea now, let me see if I have a... oh, there's one. Bonus. Okay, we're going to put the hopper minecart right there, okay? We're going to take some glass, and we're going to skedoodle that up like that. So you can't get in there, right? There is a light in the back there. If the light is on, that means that coal can be picked up from this little mini coal dig area is what this is supposed to represent. You can see I've got the coal all around here to let the players know this is where you get coal. So if the light's on, you just come over here, simply press this button. The minecart goes in the back there and comes back, all right? And when it does, it drops over this hopper and the items will go into this barrel here for them to pick up. Now, right next to the light, or right in front of the light, there's a dropper which will occasionally contain coal. And when it does, like I said, that light will light up. But what makes this interesting now is the light won't always be lit up. As soon as you send the cart there, and it's going to pick up all the coal, dump it down here, and then of course the light goes off because there's no coal left in the system, okay? There's going to be 4 of these coal pickup stations. One there, we're going to put one right here, right next to the vent, and then one down each of these wings as well here. One there, and a one there, okay? Now, the idea is that all 4 of these are linked, okay? So every time you come over here to this guy right here, for instance, and you send the cart out and it picks up the coal, it's going to empty the coal out of that one, right? But it's also going to send a signal to all of the other coal pickup stations to add one more coal to their pickup system, to their dropper. So all the lights will go on. So for instance, the first time I run this, everyone will have like 1 coal, okay? And then I pick this guy up, right? He goes and he picks up the 1 coal and drops it off. Boom, I got 1 coal, okay? He now has 0 coal, but all the other ones have 2 coal, okay? So I come over to this one, I hit this one, I get 2 coal from this one. Okay, now I have 3 total, okay? Now this one has 1 now because it just got 1 added, but the ones down here now have 3. So what this should encourage, which I think will be a lot of fun, is you've got to see which ones have lights on, and you really want to make sure you're using all the coal pickup stations, because if you're just picking up one at a time, you're going to be really slow. But if you find that one that hasn't been touched in a while, you might get 5 or 6. And the task is probably going to be like collect 8 coal and bring it to the blacksmith to fuel the furnaces or something like that. Oh, okay, it's done. I think it's done. We got 4 systems in, 2 down here. We got 3 and 4, and I believe it is working. So check this out. We got, all right, this one here. It's all loaded up with coal and everything. So this one, nothing in the barrel. The light is not on, so I should get nothing from this one. Excellent. Okay, so he's off. This guy now has got, I think he's probably just got one. I don't know. Let's see. I run it up there. Boom, light turns out, and I got 1. Okay. Now, this one, the light is on because when you finish one, all the other ones get 1 added to it. So this one, I should get 1 as well now. So you could just bounce back and forth between these two, right? But that's not going to be very efficient because if you come down here and get these guys, now I don't even know how many are in these right now. Pick it up, drop it off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. There you go. Now that one's off. Now this one's probably got just a ton right now. Oh, some little test stuff there. Hit this one here. I gotta fill in some ceiling. I missed a few blocks there. This one's got, okay, that one's only got 2. That one should have 1. But these guys should now have like, well, let's see. This is the last one. So this one should have 3 or 4 now. I'm not sure. If my mathification is correct, 2. Maybe I did something wrong. Okay, I found it. There was a redstone wiring issue down below. This guy right here, when he emptied out his barrel, it wasn't signaling the ones on this side to increase theirs. Basically, down below here, let's see, I'll show you right here. It's right here. I had to use what's called two-way redstone, which is this little magic right here. It basically allows you to extend a signal in either direction without looping back on itself. It's actually really cool stuff. So with that, I think the mines are pretty close to done. We got our coal pickup task. We have our iron pickup task here. I do want to make a gold one. You say I've already started sprinkling in the gold here. We're going to do a gold pickup task here. I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. And then other than that, we got to, of course, add like dead body report stations and stuff. I'll probably add like, I don't know, like 1 there, 1 in this hall here, and maybe 1 over here or something, like probably 3 down here. And then the mines will be done. So, taking a break from Among Us for just a second. We'll be back over there. But last episode, we made this, the Flaming Creeper Highway, which might be the greatest invention of the year. Okay, so not really, but I did do some more work that I wanted to show you guys here. I improved this room in here. We made a little bubble vader here, a little honey vader, and up top now we got a little rocket factory. The creepers come in here, they die, you can still watch them and mock them from afar, happily. But more importantly now, we have this nice little cozy room here with all the gunpowder's coming in, and I redirected all the sugarcane from the sugarcane farm. I haven't been over here AFK too much, you can see, but we got the sugarcane coming over here as in real time over there, and of course you got a little space area here to like convert the sugarcane into paper. And then this to bulk craft rockets. So we have a little mini rocket factory. I think it's pretty nice. So I was watching False's episode recently, her last one, with her in her new base over here. And she was commenting about this nice little wall of colored wool and everything. Just stocked and happy and all the wool that you could ever want and everything. Okay, there's really not that much here. But she did express a keen interest in having a wool like that, which I don't know why she would say that because she has it now. But it gave me an idea and I thought maybe I should do that in my new base. But of course, to do that, we're gonna need to visit our gigantic mega sheep farm of 7,000 sheepy wool bits per nanosecond. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but this is the greatest sheep farm. I love it. We're chocked. We're chocked to the brim here. Impulse and I made this thing like it feels like a year ago, a long time ago. So let's stock up and let's take that stock, yoinky doinky. All right, and in our new base here, let's build a little secret room, maybe. I don't know, something like that. And we'll put a little thing there, a little thing there, a little blow up, and there we go. And now we have the 4x4, 16 colors of wool, everything. Everything you could want. Whoa. Back over in the massive Among Us project. We still have a lot I want to get done today. We got to do a little bit more building. We're going to do a lot more tasks, maybe 2 or 3 more tasks. But right now, I want to start playing with the concept of doors, okay? You guys familiar with that? You know, the played Among Us, you know, there's doors that open and close. The imposter can open and close them. And it's kind of good because you can trap people in a room with an imposter or just generally raise a lot of sus by doing it when you're not even in the area. So what I want to do is, and this is why I went with a 4 wide doorway here. Okay, I want to do something like this. Okay, let's doink these up to the top here. Get a little stairs underneath to get a little bit of archway. This is probably temporary, honestly. Once I get in here later on with final detailing, I'll probably change some of this. Then, of course, we're going to put some pistons down in here. This is going to be what obviously opens and closes the door. Let's get some andesite. We'll just go blop, 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 something like this, that. Okay, so what we want to have now is occasionally and periodically those doors will open and close, so it'll like look like this right there. Okay, now of course the big decision here is when and how do these doors open and close. Now in the normal Among Us game, the imposter can open and close these doors pretty much anytime he wants, you know, barring some cooldowns from anywhere on the map, and he can close any doors anywhere else on the map that he wants, and it's incredibly powerful. But doing that here is going to be a little bit more difficult, so I think I want to go with like a hybrid here. Okay, what I want to do is have a lot of doors, probably pairs of doors, or maybe just quadrants of doors, be on a random timer. So like maybe like every 60 seconds these doors will just close for 10 seconds or something like that. Maybe like this door and a couple of the gate doors and just like this area of the map will automatically close. But then later on, I want to swing back and allow the imposter to still trigger these doors on demand. And I haven't figured that out yet, but I've got some good ideas. All right, it is quite a bit later now, and we got something here that I'm pretty happy with. We got one door here, 2 door there leading to the sheep pen, 3 door there leading to the blacksmith, and the 4th one there leading into the chicken coop. And they're all linked together now. So there's basically one timer below here now. When that fires, all of the doors will close at the same time for 10 seconds. And I've got a way now also to, so they're going to randomly close periodically throughout the game, like every 60 seconds or 90 seconds or something. I'm not sure. Oh, there they go. There they go right there. Bam. See? So they all close there, and people are trapped into the rooms that they were trapped into there. But I also have a way now for the imposters to fire them manually. So I've been thinking about vents lately and how we can actually use them and how to improve them. Okay, so this was my original plan for the vent. We have a black map on an invisible locked item frame. Okay, so it's basically sitting on nothing. It's invisible. You can see out, but you can't see in. So it seemingly is perfect, except it's not. Because you see, the problem is if I'm the imposter in here, how do I know if it's safe to come out right now, right? There could be someone sitting right there, and if I come out like, hey guys, oh. So then I started thinking, well, maybe I can like trim some of these sides off and do something like this, right? So you can kind of see a little bit, but that really doesn't help you much at all. It's really these blocks right in front of you here that are causing the problems, you know. And if you break these out, now you just don't even have anything. So there's a lot of problems with the vent the way it is there, right? Visibility and stuff. So I was thinking about it, right? And then I decided to come up with this, okay? This is much better here. I have a like 2-sided kind of vent here, right? So something like that. So as you're in here now, you can kind of like, look at this. I'm all behind the vent now. I can kind of scope it out. Perfect. Zoom, come right out. You can see the whole room, and it's like blocked off there. So this felt like, okay, we've got the answer now. But the problem here is this little line you see right there. And that little line you see right there, because let's see if I can show you with a little F5. Like when someone's back there moving around, you can kind of see them back there. Like it's more obvious than you would think, especially if you're just like, oh, I'm doing a task right here. Like look, you're going to see someone back in there. So this is like, we're so close, but don't have it yet. So I think final answer is having this for the improved visibility. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a couple of these guys here. My only concern now is the amount of maps, right? Because now it's 8 maps per vent. But if I do that, okay, and I don't set those, I mean, I could lock those or something, but I don't set them to invisible, then the frame of those item frames hides the visibility. So you can't see anything in there now, right? So this is perfect. Works great and everything, except, like I said, it's now 8 item frames for each vent, and I don't know if that's going to start to cause lag, but this is the plan we're going with. So I showed you all that now so that I could show you this. Okay, now what I'm thinking is I want to control the doors, the linked doors with buttons inside the vents. It's been suggested many times, and I was a little skeptical, but I think it's actually a decent idea. So before I show you the button work, now I've got another set of linked doors over here. Now let me show you. Starting at the library here, we have the first door there. We have the second door. I decided not to put one right here, but we have second and third doors there. So this library and this hallway is kind of one room. The kitchen, you can get locked in there. This is the... Friend, I'm trying to... Okay, anyways. And the fourth door right there going down toward the dungeon area there. So that's 4 doors there, and they're on their own separate timing system as well. So now imagine, if you will, there's a crafter in here, and he's just like cooking potatoes in the kitchen, doing tasks, doing the thing and everything, right? And there's an imposter. I'm the imposter in the vent here, and I'm like scoping this guy out, right? Now all I gotta do is go, bam, hit the button. Doors close, I walk in. Hello, how you do? I'm sorry, but I have to kill you in the face. Turn around, walk right back into the vent, and it is very much a mystery what happened. So what do you think? Is that enough? Should we call it a day here today? No. No, we should not. We have much to do still, because we have the beginnings of our dungeon area built here. It's not big, it's not, you know, super impressive, but I did spend a little bit of time detailing this one out here. We got a little cell here that's closed off with the brown bed and the little sus head down in there, the little toilet thing, you know, do his business thing. And then we've got areas for all the other functionality that's going to be in the dungeon here. We're going to have a body reporting station, and I need to go through pretty much the entire dungeon and put signs up like this so that I can start laying out where everything is actually going to be. But for down here, 1 body reporting station for the dungeon. Over here, this is where the player will pick up some bones. This is a task for get bones and bring it to the farm for bone meal. There's a task here to put some chains here. One of the tasks is going to be pick up some chains from the smithy and deliver them over here. And then this one at the end here, this is where you go to empty the garbage. And this is one that I'm loving. We're going to do this one right now. And it is done. Empty the garbage. This one is obviously inspired by the actual game Among Us. Where you have to like empty the leaves into outer space, and there's all kinds of extra little debris in there and stuff. So this one is pretty simple, but I think it's one of the more fun ones. So you actually have to empty the garbage. This is the garbage release chute right there that will actually release the garbage out once you have it like prepped, and it's all in that dropper up there. You have to press this button here a bunch of times to spit all of the garbage out of the dispenser there, you know, all of the garbage, and you have to keep pressing it like 5 or 6 times, and each time's just a whole bunch of useless stuff keeps spitting out the top there, and you gotta wait, listening for the clicks. Probably one more. Probably one more. There you go. So you can see now it's empty, right? Nothing more is coming out. And now, and only now, if you press the button, shunk, release all the garbage out. It will then open this gate here and give you like 6 seconds of putting your book in to finish the task. And of course, this task, like all the other tasks in this game, have to be self-resetting. So once you have all your garbage sitting there on the tray there and you release it, you can hear in the back there, just a second, once this opens up, there you go. You can hear the clicking in the back there. That is, there's like a little bubble vader here that is slowly lifting the items back up to the top, ready for the next batch there. The server will restart in 5 minutes. We better hurry up and finish this episode. Are we done? Are we done for today? No. No, we aren't, because we have another task that I've already built right here. I'm calling this guy the lava surge or something like that. The idea here for this one is you have to make the lava in here go away. There are 5 potential lava sources here. Let me do something really stupid here. See these dispensers there, the 5 of them? Each one of those has a lava bucket, and there is an observer watching the block kind of in the middle of them now. Now, each one of those dispensers are on a randomizer. Again, you can see one just clicked right there, and the lava is flowing out a little bit. The idea is you have to make the block right there. Basically, you just have to make all the lava go away. So to do that, you have to know where, like, where the source blocks are, kind of like poking down a little bit. I think there's one over there. And as you press these buttons, it cleans up the lava that is like dispensed right behind it. Again, there's like, you know, like a dispenser there. That one is controlled by this button. This button here controls that dispenser back there, and so on, right? So now we have like one left, and I gotta be careful not to get burned here. We have one lava source. Oh, one just turned back on. So you're kind of fighting the uphill battle here, but you can be much quicker than these. So once I get them all turned off, we should get a... Oh, one just turned on. Come on. All right, we got this one now. That should be it. Or is it just going to keep trolling? It's just going to keep trolling me now. All right, let's turn that one off. And and there it goes. Finally, I got all the lava out of there. Okay, that was way too hard. But anyways, each one of them is on their own independent randomizer. And what that basically means is anytime you come down here, it's going to be just generally random what the lava configuration is. So you'll have to, like, you know, evaluate the situation and figure out which of the lava sources to turn off. So the way this one works is actually pretty clever, if I do say so. Let me try to hop under here without burninating myself here. Okay, so you can see the dispensers are kind of like in a diamond pattern there, and the key is the observer block is watching a block that is exactly 2 blocks away from all the dispensers. So regardless of which dispenser has currently dispensed lava, the block underneath the observer will always have the same level of lava under it, regardless if there's 1 or 2 or 3 of them all, you know, dripping lava at the same time. So the only way to get a block update below that observer is to simply turn all of them off and get a, you know, no lava below it whatsoever. And then as usual, once you do, this trapdoor opens up and you put your book in the barrel down there to complete the task. So then, are we done for today? Sadly, I think we have to be. I am out of time. I did want to get over to here and do a thing there, and I did want to get up here into the Yeti cave. I really wanted to get to a snowball throwing task. That's going to be a lot of fun right here, but we'll have to get to that next time or sometime in the future. We got that. We got to hook up the ice boat track and everything. We have so much to do still, but this is all I'm working on. I just want to get this done so that the hermits can play it. So that means it is time to cue the outro music. Thank you guys for watching as always, and say I will see you next time.